What the hell's going on over there? It's the second pig that took off with his blue lights down that way. I ain't got time to chase it. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What's going on, everybody? Hey, do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button. Or double tap on the screen for me, please. Let's get the like count up. We'll get the like count up, and then we'll get the people count up. 7 cities. Sly Shy, Mark. Welcome. Right here to the left, Supreme Court. Right here in front of us, Attorney General. Right here to the right, State Capitol. This is where dreams come to either get made or die. I'm trying to figure out how the hell I get into this place. And it's not through those doors. You've got to be kidding me. Welcome, welcome. I'm trying to find my way in. Now, over here to the left, what you'll see is a marijuana tree. Not really, but it kind of looks a little bit similar. Some buds growing on the end. Wouldn't that be something to be growing that outside of the Supreme Court? All visitors come through this door. Oh man. What's going on, man? I need to see the Supreme Court clerk. Well, I don't consent to searches or seizures. I said I do not consent to searches or seizures. And I have to see the Supreme Court. I do have a case file here. What's the time? Okay. All right.
Scan all this stuff will go off.
All right.
It ain't going to one. You're not going to be able to use one file, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I need to bring it with me. I'm not going to leave it here.
Just leave it like this for a second.
You saying I have to leave it here while I go upstairs? Or go to the clerk's office?
Clerk's right here.
I know. I can't bring it with me?
No.
Why not?
So that's it.
Is there a rule that says
I
that?
don't have time for no rules, man. You come to the courtroom, Supreme Court, you can't bring it in here right now.
I don't see it. I don't see a sign. This is the first.
You can't
A
do it.
clerk's office
You
is
can't
never.
do it.
Can I see a supervisor? You need to call somebody. Here we go. Have you ever heard of freedom of the press? I'm a journalist, and I need to file. I actually have a case filed here, and I need to file something with the clerk's office, and I don't want to leave my equipment here. And like I said, I'm a journalist, and I just want to. This is my first time actually inside of this building. I understand I'm not going to a courtroom or anything, but as far as going to the clerk's office, that shouldn't be a big deal.
Are you videoing now?
I am.
What do you have to file with the clerk's office?
I've got a motion to. I've got a motion.
Do you have the paperwork in with you?
I actually was trying to go to the library and found out that the library over here, I know it's a time crunch, I just got done driving 2.5 hours. I was going to print it off at the library right there, and the library's bulldozed.
Okay, let me get the clerk of the court and see what I can do.
Okay.
So you have to, let me get this straight, you got to print it out?
Yeah, and do y'all have a notary here?
We do not.
That's fine. I can just get the affidavit notarized separately, and then bring that either back up here, or I'll likely probably mail the affidavit in, because I figured y'all probably had somebody up here that was a notary that could notarize it.
Yeah. We closed the day before a holiday.
I know.
Most of the staff is gone. Well, let me see if I can get the clerk out here to help.
Is Jeremy there?
Excuse me?
Jeremy?
Hey, Jeremy?
Yeah, I've spoken with Jeremy on the phone.
You spoke
So
with him, and your name is?
Matthew Reardon.
Reardon? I'm sorry, your last name?
Reardon, R-E-A-R-D-O. Yeah.
Okay, let me see if I can help you. I saw you earlier downstairs, Matthew. What was that? What was you said you're a journalist?
Yeah. What do you mean you saw me downstairs?
Well, you were downstairs filming something. I don't know if you were listening to your camera.
Yeah, I was just getting out of my.
Curious what you were listening to.
I was just getting out of my car and.
Hey, it's a good question, though. Matthew, how are they coming up? What made you wait so late?
It's kind of. My circumstances are a bit bizarre, because the state of Mississippi has basically made me homeless because of their public corruption. And I just happened to be within a couple hours of the Supreme Court, and the state never did turn in an appellant's brief, and so I'm trying to go ahead and win it. They just assigned it to the Court of Appeals, and I'm trying to basically have the court
trying to get things speeded up.
Yeah, I'm trying to, because I can't even, because of what's over here, and the state never filed their brief, they know that it's sham what they did, and I've been unemployable. I even like DoorDash. They ran a background check on me with DoorDash, and surprisingly, the only thing that came up with this was this misdemeanor DUI that was from 2021, and they denied me because of that. But this is not a final conviction, and it's going to be overturned. I mean, because it's
That's the opinion.
right.
So if somebody didn't file, is what you're saying.
Okay, Mr. Rudy, you can come to the window, but you're gonna have to be screened. So everything metal has to come off for you to walk through the magnifier.
Well,
I don't know how we do that.
I didn't want to. I mean, I'm big on our constitutional rights, searches and seizures. I don't. You know.
Well, I'm not denying you access, I'm just saying you have to be screened to come in.
Can y'all just
Because
take?
in order to enter a courthouse like this, you have to be screened, just like you do over the Capitol.
So, is it? I mean, and I'm curious about that actually. Maybe you can shed a little light on it, because they always have these like going into courthouses, into government buildings, but you know, it's. What about the people that are scared of the government? You know, so basically, it's, you know, nobody can go in. I don't have any weapons, but nobody can go in. But okay, but what I'm saying is all that does is that leaves the government with the weapons, okay, against an unarmed populace. Do you understand what I'm saying?
I
Like,
understand what you're saying, but I also understand that we have to screen people that come through this building, because we do have employees in here, and we have to ensure their safety as well. I'm not telling you to leave your equipment outside. I'm telling you that we're going to have to leave the equipment
right.
up here for you to come in and be screened.
Well,
That's all.
I just, and I want to ensure my safety. So if I consent to that, will y'all consent to that? Can we get them to, people in this building to consent to just checking to make sure, just for my safety, for citizen safety? I just want to make sure that I'm going to be safe.
I'm responsible for the safety of the people in this building.
Right.
I know they're safe. I want to make sure you're safe.
But what about, I don't know that they're safe. I mean,
If
it's,
you come onto your property and you want to screen us when we come on, that's up to you.
but this
Right
is,
now,
but
right now, in order for you to come to the
this
window,
is my property.
you have to be screened.
This is a public building, so the taxpayers actually, so this is the people's property. So I don't think it's fair that I have to
So there it is.
undergo a screening
So there it is.
because, for y'all's safety, but for my safety,
But you said
y'all,
you don't think it's fair. Everybody comes through when it's fair. But you don't want to say, I don't think it's fair.
well, because so many people are just used to, you know, doing what they're told. They're so used to just taking instruction and just bowing down. I mean, that's just kind of the way that society is kind of.
It's not bad.
But society, but it's also in that there's been a lot of tyrants that have sprung up. There's been a lot of crazy stuff that's happened, and it's not just. I
I
mean,
would agree there's a lot of crazy
I'm-
stuff that happens, and that's one of the reasons that screen people come in. I'm not asking you to put your equipment in the car. I'm not asking you to leave your equipment up here. All I'm asking you to do is to take everything metal, put it on top of the x-ray, and walk through the next time.
Right.
That's it.
can I just make sure that y'all aren't armed?
We are.
You are armed?
I'm a marshal for the court. Yes, sir, I am.
So,
I'm a state law enforcement officer as a city.
that it just.
That's what supervisor, I told you the same thing.
I understand.
Leave it right there and we'll come over and let you all in.
Right, but then you're also saying I have to leave my stuff here, right?
No, sir, I'm not saying you leave your stuff there. I'm saying you have to put it on top of the x-ray, come through the screen, make sure you're not armed, and you put your stuff back, and right through the window. You're going right over here to this window, that's all, that's all.
I just, you know, I don't know why.
The systematic is what you want.
No, I just, if you had dealt with what I dealt with for the last 8 years, you would understand why I am very untrusting of the government, and why, you know, it's just it is a big deal to me, because I've had literally all of my constitutional rights severed by the state of Mississippi. That I mean, the corruption in this state has gone to a whole nother level. I've gone around the country. What I've seen out of Mississippi has been, I mean, it's beyond anything I could ever even imagine. You know, I've got a book that's actually about to publish about it, and I don't think that I don't understand why somebody has to be fully searched to access a building of the public. Is this funded by taxpayer dollars?
That's the rules, and if you'd like to come in, we're happy to accommodate.
I get it. The rules don't trump my rights. You know, it's the Constitution, law, and then policy. And so you say rules, but I mean, is there something written that says that in order to come into the Supreme Court that you have to give up your Fourth Amendment right and get searched?
Mr. Reardon, if you don't want to come in, that's on you. I'm telling you that we're going to have to screen you before you come in.
I said I would glad.
I'm not being any kind of, I'm not being ugly about this or anything. I'm just saying that that's what's the rules.
Well, I mean, can we just agree to, like, can y'all go through a screening if I go through a screening?
I'm
Just,
telling you, I'm on it.
just for my safety.
I'm telling you, I'm
Well, can we get you to put that in a lockbox or something? Well, just while I'm here, just for my safety.
I'm responsible for the 250 people in this building. That makes no sense whatsoever. I'm the marshal for the court.
All right.
I'm responsible for the safety and security of everyone in this building, including you. And I
Well-
can assure you that I'm going to undertake my responsibility to make sure you get up to that window safely, get back out of here.
I hear what you're saying. The problem is I've been calling the Public Integrity Division for the Attorney General's office for the last 6 years. I can't even get a phone call back, and I've been continuously attacked. Literally, I mean, if you
I'm
can.
not attacking you.
No,
I understand what
and-
you're trying to say.
And I'm sure
But-
that
but
the.
what I'm saying is, all you have to do is be screened to come through here.
I'm sure Joey East, the sheriff of Lafayette County, probably said the same thing. He'd probably say, "Yeah, I'm not gonna do this," and then as soon as you step on his turf, tyrant.
Would you consent to me just looking in your pockets to make sure you're not on?
I
So you
I
don't
would.
have to go through screening?
Here. Let me just take the majority of the bulk out. It's just
Okay,
cables.
all right, put that stuff back in, and that's your billfold stuff right there, right?
I don't carry the bulk.
Okay, what's over in this pocket?
Over here in this pocket is. Oh. Bandana.
Got a flag, what's that right there?
Oh, that's
an envelope?
no, that's a freaking. So it broke on the bottom of my camera.
I'm sorry.
4K camera. This is actually a tripod.
Oh, okay.
I thought I left the tripod in the car, but yeah, it's a
That's
tripod.
okay, and nothing in your back pockets?
No, I can't have weapons
Okay, what's,
because of the state of
that's a
Mississippi.
tripod.
Yeah,
All right, I'm satisfied. Come on.
I got you. And I'm not trying to be. It's just like
I'm not even.
I appreciate you. I appreciate you working with me. I just, you know, it's
Mr. Reardon, this is Mr. Holmes, he'll be helping you.
Hey, what's going on, Mr. Holmes? Hey, thank you.
How you doing?
Doing good. I've got a motion that I need to file. Let's see. Do you have an email address? I tried to go to the library to go print it off.
No, you would need to actually have the paper.
Do y'all have any computer terminals or anything in here? Because I just got done driving 2.5 hours.
They don't have computer access in the library or anything. Oh,
Well,
do they?
if you're gonna file something with
I have a
us, it needs
case.
to
I have
be-
a case here.
It needs to be conventionally on paper.
Right,
I mean,
I-
we don't take any filings by computer.
Well, right, and so that's why I came up here in person. So I was about 2 hours away from here. I had a motion. I want to get this filed. So I put in the address to here, and I went to the library, where the GPS told me the library was right down the road. It's bulldozed, man. Like they are doing construction out there, and so now I'm short on time, and y'all are closed tomorrow. I don't want to make this a
I know,
wasted
but you
trip.
should have had your paperwork
I just
ready.
drafted it today.
All right, when you get your paperwork ready, we'll process it. But, I mean, you can't just send something by way of computer here.
Well, no. So typically a attorney you can e-file.
Well, an attorney can't.
Right, and so I'm basically held to the same standards as an attorney being pro se.
But
And
not the e-file.
right, and you know, that is an argument for another day. I'm not going to have that argument with you right here about the e-filing, but I'm trying to conventionally file in person.
Well, bring your papers here and we'll be happy to file it. But if you don't have your paperwork, what can we file?
All right, well, where's the closest library that is not bulldozed?
I'm not sure. I don't live here.
And how do y'all not have computer terminals? Y'all don't have a library where people can get on a
Well,
terminal?
there's a library, but I don't know if it's open to the public as far as using computer terminals.
So who would it be open to?
Well, you can go upstairs to the second floor and go in there and ask them.
Okay.
They may be able to help you.
Because I mean, like I
Because
said,
they should be open to file.
not only am I a citizen, but I've got a case here, and I'm trying to.
What are you trying to file?
It's a motion to. Hold on. Never filed their appellant's brief. I've talked to the Attorney General's office. The last time around, it was the Attorney General's office that actually did file the brief, so I'm a little confused about all this, why now they're saying it's on Lafayette County prosecutor, but it's basically the same type of ordeal. So why did the Attorney General's office last time around file the brief for the state, and now they don't want to touch it and they want to kick it to Lafayette County?
I don't know.
But you know what? Who gets affected? I can't. DoorDash won't let me on as a DoorDash driver because they say that this 2021 DUI, which is not even final.
This in your motion.
Well, it is in there, and in fact, I even have the stuff from DoorDash showing that because of that, I was denied.
Well,
And
bring your motion here and we'll be happy to file it, but we have to proceed first.
so,
But like I said, you can't file anything just by way of email. You need to file it conventionally.
well, I know because it's a non-conventional motion. If it was like a motion for an extension of time, I would be able to email that in. I talked to Jeremy about that before.
Well, he's not here now, so.
He's not there?
Not today, so you need to file it on paper.
Man, if I have to leave and go to a library, it's 4 o'clock. So I'm sure I could find a library, but what that would end up doing is that would delay y'all in leaving. You know, because if I come back in here.
Is there a deadline for this motion that you're trying to file?
No, but you know, this means that I just drove. I lost my house less than a month ago. Okay, that means that I just drove 2.5 hours over here to come file in person
Well, did you
for
think about
nothing.
Did you think about calling here first and asking what do I need to do to file a motion?
Well,
Or you just show up?
Well, no, because it's never been like any other court. It's never been an issue to. Well, they generally have a computer terminal that I can use to print it off right there if I don't have it with me, or I can simply just email it to them. They've got printers back there, and they would just print it out for me.
Well,
I don't
you
know
could-
what that.
You could, you know, whenever you're somewhere where you can print it and mail it. It doesn't have to be filed necessarily.
But I want to serve a copy on the Attorney General's office while I'm over here. And so, you know, this makes my trip for nothing. You know, it's literally for nothing. Like, I just drove all the way here, and I cannot serve a copy of it on me, and then I have to put it in the mail. If I was going to do that, I could have just done that where I was at.
Well, it might
But,
have behooved
here.
you to call first.
Well, all right. Before I waste any more time, where's the library at?
Right up there.
All right, I'm going to go ask them, and then if they can't do anything, I'm going to run to the library, and then it's going to probably end up delaying people leaving. Y'all close at 5, right? All right. Fuck is that? Hey, where's it at? They're closed? Oh.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Oh, no,
This
it's-
is the entrance right here.
How convenient. Once again,
All of that. Careful one.
yeah, thank you.
You're welcome.
Once again, it's the
I'm sorry.
it's the state that benefits here, and once again, Matt Reardon loses. But like I said, it's 4:05. I'm sure GPS can find me. It's Jackson, so I'm sure that GPS can find me a library within 5 or 10 minutes of here, and I'll just go print it off there. And
We're open till 5 o'clock.
I know that's.
That's a holiday.
Yeah, we're open to 5.
All right.
All right.
All right. Thank you.
All right. Everything he told you, I pretty much told you that, Jim. You know, I didn't.
I know.
I'm trying to help you.
I appreciate it, man.
Okay. Have a good day.
Yes, sir. I'll be back.
All right.
This is some bullshit. Bullshit. Because it was a last minute thing. Because I said, you know what? I'm not gonna let these motherfuckers get away with this, and I'm gonna hold them accountable. And I put together this motion. Actually, I was working on it the last couple of days, putting everything together. And of course, tomorrow is a holiday. So, I mean, at least I did it. At least I put it together. Had an attorney look at it who said, looks great. All right, hey, look, I'm gonna get off of here and find the library real quickly. I'll be back live here in just a little bit.